Hey yo, what's good YouTube? It's Nat Shredder back in the building. In today's daily breakdown, I'm going to be breaking down my US30 and gold trade that I took today. And like y'all already know, I do not want to make this breakdown long. It's currently 8:37 at night. I just got off of work maybe about 2 hours ago. I'm not trying to make this long for y'all. I'm not trying to make it long for myself. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it, all right? So we jump on US30 today. First, we had this big impulsive move up. So after my US30 sales yesterday, that's actually... click out of that right quick. Go to the 1 hour. All right. So after my US30 sales, price decided to push up in bullish momentum, which was pretty nice. So it came right here, created a bullish flag pattern, and then it just started pushing from there, right? And it just pushed all the way up with this momentum. So knowing that this morning, I knew that price was probably going to try to push up even more, just a tiny bit, since most of our movement came through the night. I knew that price was going to push up more, a tiny bit, at least to this high, and that's exactly what it did. However, price stopped me out at I want to say around 47,891. So price has stopped me out around 47,891, and I'm gonna tell you why. So we look right here. This was a 15 minutes demand area, and when the market opened around 8:30 this morning, price immediately came into that demand area and started rejecting. When I see strong rejection, the first thing that I'm doing is I'm like, okay, I see strong rejection. We are already in a bullish structure. On top of that, price is hitting a demand area. So I'm looking to get in. I did not hesitate. I didn't really care. I was like, okay, I'm looking to get in. We already moving up with all this bullish structure. We have a 15-minute demand area sitting right here, and price is rejecting off of this area very much with a lot of wicks, and that's what it was doing. This is a bearish candlestick right now. This is an engulfing bearish candlestick, but earlier this was not an engulfing bearish candlestick. This was, most of this candlestick was a wick before coming down and engulfing. And I trusted this trade. I did not care. I was like, okay, if this trade doesn't win, I'm not too concerned. I'm not too worried, because we can always find another setup. But I got in because I'm like, okay, it aligns with what I see, it aligns with what my strategy is, so I might as well just get in. I got in, and literally 10 minutes later, it hit stop loss. I did not care, honestly, because I knew that price was moving, one, sporadically, and two, we have these areas right here. So all of this is impulse. I got in right here because, again, in line with my strategy, but we have some impulsive areas right here. And even if we go back to a 15-minute time frame, price tapped into this 15-minute demand area right here and immediately bounced off of it. And if I would have looked to get entry right here, I could have rolled price up all the way into this bearish candlestick, because it has to take back that bearish impulse. It has to take back that bearish momentum. So since it was a bearish impulse / bearish momentum, it had to take it back, and that's exactly what it did. So the correct entry would have been at this demand area instead of this demand area, and that's what happened. I mean, if I would have took entry again right here, I wouldn't have waited all the way to this high. I would have honestly just got a little bit of this bearish candlestick and got out. But that's what happened. I didn't really care about it, because I was like, okay, we can always find another setup, and that's exactly what happened. So I was looking at this gold trade, this gold setup this morning, and I was noticing that gold was making higher lows and a little bit of a high. So when I was seeing that, I'm like, okay, gold looks like it wants to buy today, but I was more focused on US30 for my live account, one, and two, I really kind of like how US30 been moving nowadays. So it's like, let me take a little bit of a break from gold. If you go on my Instagram page, you can see that most of my trades this year have been gold. I'm gonna be so honest, and that's because gold has been moving pretty nice, right? So besides all that, I had seen that price came in. Let's see, hold up, let's tap all the way back. So this was around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So this is when I got in the market. I had seen one, I'm going to drag this over here right quick, that price had tapped into this 30-minute demand area. Once I seen that price tapped into this 30-minute demand area and it bounced off of it with a pin bar candlestick, I was like, okay, price looks like it wants to buy today. And then 8 o'clock candle was a bullish candle. This could have been my entry at 8:30, which I was looking at this. I'm like, I kind of want entry because we do have this impulsive movement right here that we do have to take back up. And honestly, I can just ride this bullish impulsive movement to, not bullish impulsive movement. I could ride this bullish movement all the way to this supply area right here. That was my second setup, my second thought. But again, I was more focused on US30. But I should have gotten, if I was to get into this trade, my entry would have been right here, around, right here. This would have been my entry, but that didn't happen, right? So we lost on US30. We jumped to around 9:30. 9:30, I seen that price kept pushing with some more bullish impulse. So I'm like, okay, I think that we have another setup brewing. And where's the setup at? Right here, this 15-minute demand. Price came back into this 15-minute demand, used this, I call it indecisive doji or indecision doji. And it came and used it as a 15-minute demand to bounce off of with this pin bar. Once I seen that pin bar and we are already in bullish movement, we already created our bullish structure and bullish movement, I'm like, okay, let me get in. I'm going to hold it all the way to this first supply area right here because price can come back down. It could tap into that area and come back down. As you can see, that's exactly what it did. It came over the supply area into this supply area and it came back down. But once I seen this, I'm like, okay, let me get in. And the reason why I did micro gold was I already lost on my live account. And risk management is so important. Risk management is more important than what people think. It helps you with, helps you with equity. It helps you build your account up, and it helps you to last longer in the game. But a lot of people don't take that seriously. Maybe I'll do a separate video dealing with risk management. But once I seen this happen, I'm like, okay, let me get in. I got in. I rolled it up all the way to this area, and the rest was history. That happened. This trade, I think I had 3 contracts on it. I want to say this trade was about maybe $200 and something to $300. I think it was $352. I think so, yeah. So this trade was about $352, and that happened. So I took this trade on my funded account that was $352. We called it a day, chopped it up. We come back to tonight. This is where I took my second trade, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I'm gonna delete all this because we don't need it no more, honestly. And we're gonna go to the 1 hour. So we go to the 1 hour. We have a whole 1 hour demand sitting right here, and along with this 1 hour demand, price had this big. You're gonna hear me say this a lot. Bullish impulse. You're gonna hear me say this all the time. Price had big bullish movement or / big bullish impulse, and then after it hit my supply area right here, it came all the way back down, right? This was market open at 5 o'clock when price came back down and tapped into this 1 hour demand. When I seen this, I'm like, wait a minute, I like the way that looks. We can buy up again tonight. So this was just the reprieve, or this was just the I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find my words. But this was just the pullback in order to keep going up. And we do have FOMC tomorrow and everything. So this kind of lines up with the story and the narrative of what gold is trying to do. So gold is really trying to prepare itself for tomorrow. But once I seen this pullback into this bullish impulse right here, I was like, oh, I know what time it is. And it matched my strategy, and it's on a 1 hour time frame. That is double confirmation, especially if it's on a 1 hour time frame because it's a higher time frame. And if we jump down to the 15-minute, the 15-minute just made it even better because I seen that this bullish pin bar right here, not bullish, but a bearish pin bar, but it's still bullish in my opinion because the way that the candlestick reacts and it behaves, right? And then we had this candlestick, right? So this bullish pin bar right here. So I'm like, we got 2 pin bars back to back bouncing off a 1 hour demand. And on top of that, on the 1 hour time frame, we took back all of this bullish impulse. we're about to go back up. And plus, we are in bullish structure. We haven't broken bullish structure, especially on the 1 hour. We didn't break bullish structure. So I'm like, oh yeah, we going up. It's no doubt about it. And that's exactly what happened. So I got in right here. I held it. Got in right here, held it, and it held it all the way to this 15-minute supply again. And this trade was $476. Yep, so this trade was $476. I got in on I want to say a two-lot. Not a two-lot, I'm sorry, y'all. 2 contracts. I got in on 2 contracts. So this was 2 contracts. I rolled up to here, and the rest was history. So let's see. Today's amount that we made was about approximately $828. So $828 day. A good way to bounce back, especially since I had lost previously on my live account. I do have a rule with my live account, especially with major contracts. If I lose if I lose on my live account that day, that's it. So I have one entry only with my live, with my funded. I have 2 entries. So that's how I do it. It's all about risk management. It's all about building your account. And that is it, y'all. So today was an $828 day on my funded account. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. I'm not afraid to answer your questions. I'll answer you back. And I'm sorry for mumbling and fumbling over my words. It is what it is. Like I said, I just got off of work not too long ago. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.